Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Monday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. Welcome. Good to see you guys. Um, First of all, happy Memorial Day. I know I haven't been on for a while today. Mansoor was crack a like my friend. So happy Memorial Day. Hopefully you had a good day, enjoyed it, had time to spend it with family, those people whom you care about and whom you love, and they love you back. So all much love, if you would. Hey Sharon, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. I think it's first time that you're joining me on my lives. So welcome. Hopefully you get some feedback, some good takeaway and value from this. So kind of embarrassed by sharing this actually today. Kind of embarrassed, but yeah. So I just a little update. So I've been going back to the gym. Now it's been, I believe, 9 weeks now. I went back to the gym after not having worked out for 2,032 days, if you would. So going back, and I hit my lowest weight that I have hit, well, besides being born. And that was not a good thing. And so got back into working out. And actually, I weighed myself today. Big news today. I weighed myself today, and I have gained 10.4 pounds, which is unbelievable. Awesome. You have no idea how awesome that is. I know most of you want to lose weight, which is awesome in its own, but yeah, I am trying to lose. I'm trying to lose. I have lost a lot of weight in a very short period of time. I'm trying to gain that back. It's a long story, but that's on the side. Second, hey, got a new robe. Can I talk about my new robe? Oh my goodness, I'm in love with these things. Anyway, let's get into it. Today, I digress, right? Today. So I'm going to the gym, right? I'm going to the gym, and it's holiday here in U.S. It's Memorial, so most of the places are closed, and gym was open for a short period of time, not the regular hours. So I go in the gym, right? I'm walking in, and in the front usually there's a few cars, right, that are like really cool cars, right? So this couple times I've walked in, I've seen this really sick blue Corvette, right? And this thing is just the new model. It's a roadster. It's just sick, right? So, and the gym I go to, there's a lot of young kids, that are working out and buffed out, and are showing off with their tank tops and stuff. So there's a lot of kids that are working out there, and there's a few that are, my age too, but a lot of young too. So it's just a mix, right? So you already know where I'm going with this. If you already know where I'm going with this, drop your thoughts below. Drop them. Give me some love. So, and there's a few cars that have caught my attention, right? There's this one. There's a S5, and there's a Beamer that is what is that one? Oh, it's an M6. So these three cars really stand out, right? So I go to the gym, I work out, I get my workout in, I come out. This is the first time I see the car. I'm like, this is a sick car. So I wonder. Now this is me. You may think completely different, but I I thought to myself, I'm a car and a bike guy, so I think to myself, I'm like, I wonder who owns this vet. Which one of those kids, which one of those guys own this vet, right? Hi, Tana John, how are you? Welcome, welcome. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, I don't know who, right? So today I go in and dude, this car is just sitting right in the front, all car washed up, clean, spotless, just a beautiful car, just a gorgeous car, right? And I believe this is I wonder I forget which vet this is. But this is the one that looks like a McLaren in the front. I think it's the Z, but anyway. So today I come out and as I'm getting my keys to get to my car, I see somebody that is walking towards this blue Corvette. And I'm thinking to myself, this person's got to be a passenger, right? This person has to be a passenger. There's just no way this person would be driving this car. So now I'm all curious, right? Now I'm all curious. And I wait to see if this person actually gets in the car. What a weird situation, right? So I wait. I'm obviously not standing right there. I get in my car and I'm sitting in my car waiting, right? Just watching what's going on. And this person gets in the car and drives off, right? So why am I sharing this with you? And why am I saying I'm embarrassed? I'm embarrassed because a few of my lives in the past few nights have been about not making assumptions, not making judgments. It's kind of embarrassed to say that I made assumptions and I made judgments, because in my mind, the person who drove that car, I had a visual, right, of that person. So when I saw the person who actually owned the car, got in the car, and it didn't match up with what I had visualized, it was kind of weird, awkward. Now, it doesn't really matter what that person actually looked like at all. It doesn't. Why doesn't it? Because already you have made up your mind about the person before I saw I saw the person who actually owns the car. You already have that reality or that assumption or that judgment already made up in your mind, because you're thinking, well, in your mind, you're thinking, well, who would drive that car, right? And now that I said it's completely somebody that is, I was blown away, is not exactly what I thought it would be, right? Now you have already made up another assumption and judgment in your mind about that person. So you've already made up two assumptions already. And we just talked about not making assumptions. Isn't that strange? Isn't that strange that our minds thinks like that? We just talked about, hey, don't be making assumptions, no judgments, but you already have made two already within this life. So it doesn't matter for me to tell you what I thought was going to be the characteristics that would fit the description of the person who actually drives that car in my head. I don't need to tell you that, because you already have it in your head according to you. And I certainly don't need to tell you what the person looked like when they got in the car. And it was completely not what I thought at all. Doesn't matter what I tell you there, because you've already made up your mind there as well. So why am I sharing this with you? I'm sharing this with you because that's how we are in so many aspects of our lives. Maybe we don't want to make assumptions. Maybe we don't want to make judgments. Maybe we don't want to pass those things on. Maybe we don't. But the reality is, we do. About the little things, about the big things, about everything in between, we do. And maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should pay more attention to not the judgments and the actual message out of it, right? The message is like, anybody can drive that car. Anybody. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I think. Doesn't matter what you think. Doesn't matter who and what anybody thinks. Anybody can drive that car. Anybody. So it doesn't matter what I think in my head. It doesn't matter what you think in your head, because in reality, it most of the time is not the same. Right? Most of the time, 99.9999% of the times, that judgment, that assumption, it's not really the reality. Everybody's got a story. That person that I did not expect at all got in that car, that person has a story. How they got there. Who am I to make assumptions and judgments? Right? So I'm kind of embarrassed to share that, because I've been talking about not doing those things, and my mind already had made that without even me wanting to. You feel me? Because that's the important part here. It's not because I wanted to. It's not like I sat there, I calculated, I'm like, no, just automatically, right? And I'm kind of embarrassed to share that, because, you know, we've been talking about, hey, not making assumptions, not... But the reality is, we're human, and we do that. We do that on very tiny micro level scales, and we do it on some big level scales. We just do that stuff, right? So thought of the day is this. It's easy to make assumptions and judgments, even if you don't want to, even if you're trying, if you're doing your best not to make assumptions and judgments, but we do, sometimes automatically in our head. I'm asking you to pay attention to those things. Be conscious of those things. Be conscious of the moments, like today, like when I caught myself. Be conscious of those moments and those times, and say, you know what? This is one of those times. I'm going to stop that. And it's that simple, right? I hope you got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you guys. Those of you who joined me live, I appreciate you guys. Drop comments. I appreciate you guys. Those of you who watch the replay and then send me messages, thank you. I appreciate you guys. And hopefully you drop some of your feedback below. And let this feed grow. Hey, maybe you have a scenario like that you want to share. Maybe you want to share that story with us. Drop it in the comments below. Let this feed grow. I appreciate you guys. And until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. Much love.